Hello students, welcome to my class. Today's topic of discussion is geological time scale. So first of all, we need to know what is geological time scale. If you split the term geological time scale, there are two parts, geological and time scale. Geological means it is related to geology, carbon dating and all, and time scale means it is a chronological order. So in geological time scale, we will see the chronological events that occurred in evolutionary past. This topic, geological time scale, is part of your 6th semester syllabus and the paper is evolutionary biology. So let's start. So before knowing geological time scale, we need to know few big numbers like million and billion. So what does 1 million means? 1 million is equals to 10 lakhs and 1 billion is equals to 100 crore. So there is a huge difference between a million and a billion. Million means 10 lakhs, billion means 100 crore. So these are the basics to know about geological time scale, because you will get millions of years in this geological time scale. So if you remember these numbers, it will be better for you. So this is the geological time scale table. This is the geological time scale table. So it is actually divided into different parts. The larger time scale or part is called eon, then era, then period, and the smaller one is called epoch. You all know that Earth originated around 4.6 billion years ago. So starting from the beginning of formation of Earth to present day, this huge time scale is divided into different eons. Actually there are 4 eons: Hadean, Archean, Proterozoic and Phanerozoic. As you are a student of zoology, you need to know what happened during the biological evolution in the history of Earth. So we will start from around 540 million years ago. See, you are getting the term million. So around 540 million years ago, life originated on Earth. So there are 3 eras under Phanerozoic eon. These are Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic. Under Paleozoic era, there are few periods, starting with Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, which is further subdivided into Pennsylvanian and Mississippian, and then Permian. Around 250 million years ago, Permian period ends and a new period begins under Mesozoic era, that is Triassic. Then Jurassic, you all must be knowing from the movie Jurassic Park, that is Jurassic, and Cretaceous. About 66 million years ago, this Mesozoic era ends and Cenozoic begins. Under Cenozoic era, there are 3 periods. Actually, there are 2 periods, Tertiary and Quaternary. These days, Tertiary is further divided into 2 periods, that is Paleogene and Neogene. And Quaternary is the last period, and here this is present day. There are several epochs under Cenozoic era. These are Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, and under Quaternary period there are two epochs, Pleistocene and Holocene. It seems this table is very much complicated, but I will tell you later on how to remember this table. It is very easy. You should remember this geological timescale table to know evolution in a better way. So this is the field of biological evolution, starting from the origin of Earth. You may see that around 4.6 billion years ago, Earth originated, and then this wheel goes up with several forms of evolution, as you have already learned from the geological time scale. And see, Permian, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous, and Cenozoic era, and this is the present time. So this is the wheel of life or wheel of biological evolution. Now let's begin with Paleozoic era. Paleozoic era starts with the period Cambrian. Cambrian is called age of trilobites. Why age of trilobites? Because in those days, trilobites, this type of arthropod, were predominant on Earth. So it begins with the Cambrian explosion of life. So all of a sudden, huge variety of life forms came into existence. We get evidence from the fossil records. All existent phyla developed. Many marine invertebrates like trilobites, as I have said, shelled animals, mollusks, and echinoderms developed or originated. Trilobites were dominant. I have already mentioned these trilobites were dominant in Cambrian. The supercontinent Rodinia began to break into smaller continents. In that time, there is a supercontinent, a single landmass which is called Rodinia, just began to break into smaller pieces. Mass extinction at the end of this period, which caused around 50% of all animal families that went extinct. So next, this is the picture of ocean life during Paleozoic era and Cambrian period. So these animals, you are not accustomed with these animals, right? So these are few, you know about sponges, jellyfish originated in that time around 540 million years ago. And these are the trilobites, all are marine animals. Vivaxia, it is a kind of mollusk, and this is huge arthropod which is called Anomalocaris. So these is the life forms during the Cambrian period. Next period, Ordovician. So during Ordovician, first corals appeared. Primitive plants appeared on land. Primitive fishes, most of them were jawless. Seaweed and fungi appeared. Bryozoans, gastropods, bivalves, echinoids were present as invertebrates. Next, Silurian. During this time, first jawed fishes appeared. First uniramians like centipedes, millipedes, and insects. Most of them were wingless. Then first vascular plants appeared, and in invertebrates, brachiopods, crinoids, and corals. Next period, Devonian, which is called Age of Fishes, because during this period, fishes were prevalent. So fishes were dominant, and first sharks, bony fishes appeared. Then land plants were abundant and diverse. New insects like springtail appeared. First tetrapods, means mostly amphibians, appeared toward the end of this period. So how these amphibians originated from the fishes, you will see in the next slide. There is a fish, not actually fish, it is a intermediate form between a fish and amphibian, which is called tiktaalik, that appeared around 375 million years ago. So they moved from the water to the land during Devonian period, during the late Devonian period. So this is a big step in the evolutionary history, and hence amphibians appeared. Next period, Carboniferous. Carboniferous is divided into two time zones, Mississippian and Pennsylvanian. This is the picture of Carboniferous period, when first winged insects like mayflies and cockroaches appeared, dragonflies as well. Amphibians become more common, and first reptiles appeared during the end of this period, and many ferns. There were many ferns during this Carboniferous period. During the end of Carboniferous period, first true reptiles appeared. From the fossil evidence, it is seen that Hylonomus was a true reptile during that time, around 312 million years ago. Next, the last period of Paleozoic era, that is Permian, which is also called Age of Amphibians, because amphibians and reptiles were dominant. Gymnosperms were dominant plant life. First, stoneflies, caddisflies, true bugs, and beetles appeared. The continents merged into a single supercontinent called Pangaea. In Cambrian period, you have seen the name Rodinia, and here it is Pangaea. Phytoplankton and plants oxygenate the Earth's atmosphere close to modern level during this time, and Permian ended with huge mass extinction called Permian extinction, as 50% of all animal families and 95% of all marine species and many trees went extinct during this massive extinction event. So this is the Permian mass extinction, when volcanic eruptions all over the world caused this extinction event around 250 million years ago. So let's next move on to the next era, that is Mesozoic, which starts with the period Triassic. So Mesozoic actually called the age of reptiles, mostly dinosaurs. So during Triassic period, first dinosaurs appeared along with mammals. In that time, mammals were really small in size. First tortoises, turtles and crocodiles. Mollusks were dominant invertebrate during that time, and now you all know that arthropod is the most dominant invertebrate. In that time it was mollusks were dominant. Many reptiles like Ichthyosaurus, which is also called fish lizard, appeared, and true flies appeared during Triassic period. Next, Jurassic period. Dinosaurs were abundant and diverse, including giant sauropods, pterosaurs. Pterosaurs means winged lizards, winged dinosaurs. And first birds appeared, which is called Archaeopteryx. You have all heard the name Archaeopteryx. This is the picture of Archaeopteryx. It is a connecting link or missing link between reptiles and birds. First flowering plants evolved. Many ferns, cycads, ginkgos, conifers were present as a form of trees. Next period, Cretaceous. The earliest known butterflies, ants and bees, earliest known snakes, primitive marsupials evolved. High tectonic and volcanic activity, and continents have almost modern day look. It ended with a large mass extinction, which is also called the second largest mass extinction after the Permian extinction event of dinosaurs, when the extinction of dinosaurs, pterosaurs and ammonites occurred. This extinction event is called KT extinction. So this is the graphical representation of KT mass extinction, during which all the dinosaurs perished from the face of Earth, and it occurred during the due to the impact of asteroid on the Earth around 65 million years ago. Next, Cenozoic era. Ceno means recent. So this is the most recent era, that is why it is called Cenozoic era. It starts with tertiary and quaternary. So Cenozoic is also called the age of mammals. After the dinosaurs wiped out from the earth, mammals actually took their niche and they flourished. So tertiary is further divided into few epochs: Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene and Pliocene. So in Paleocene, the major event occurred, that is first large mammals and primitive primates. In Eocene, there were many mammals, rodents appeared, primitive whales, and the initiation of horse evolution. So these are the ancestors. First ancestor of horse, Hypotherium, which evolved during early Eocene, and then Mesohippus in late Eocene. Next, Oligocene. In Oligocene, new mammals like deer, cat, pig, rhino, tapir, etc. appeared, and during this time grasses were very common. Next, Miocene. More mammals like dog, bear, etc. Modern birds appeared during this time. South American monkeys and apes in southern Europe. And in horse evolution, the forms like Merychippus and Pliohippus occurred during this time. And ancestor of us, that is humans, started during this time. These names like Sivapithecus, Ramapithecus, these all were the ancestors of human being. Next, Pliocene. During Pliocene, first hominids, that is Australopithecus, appeared and modern whales appeared during this epoch. Next, move on to the Quaternary period. In Quaternary, there are two epochs, Pleistocene and Holocene. During Pleistocene, first Homo sapiens, means us, humans, appeared during the beginning of Pleistocene, and along with it, mammoths, huge elephants, mastodons, saber-toothed cat, giant ground sloth, etc. appeared. And modern horse evolved, which is called Equus. And at last, Holocene, during which human civilization flourished. And here we ends the geological time scale. So thank you so much for your patience listening. Next, move on to the blackboard now. Now I will show you how to remember this huge geological time scale. First of all, you need to go through many times this geological time scale. So this is geological time scale table, and these are the divisions you have already learned: eon, era, period and epoch. So we will remember only the biological evolution part of geological time scale. So we will consider the single eon, that is Phanerozoic. Phanerozoic. Under Phanerozoic eon, there are three eras. Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic. Under Paleozoic era, there are few periods: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous and Permian. So there are 6 periods: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous and Permian. So here Paleozoic era ends. Next, Mesozoic. Under Mesozoic, there are 3 periods: Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous. Here Mesozoic era ends and Cenozoic begins. Under Cenozoic era, there are 2 periods: Tertiary and Quaternary. Under Tertiary and Quaternary, there are 7 epochs. So let's write those epochs. Under Tertiary, there are 5 epochs. Let's write like this. Remember like this: Peon, that is Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene. And under Quaternary, there are two epochs. You can remember this like pH. Pleistocene and Holocene. So you may remember like this: Piomp, pH, Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene, and in pH, Pleistocene and Holocene. By this way, you can remember this geological time scale very easily. And Paleozoic era starts during 544 million years ago. Then Mesozoic era starts around 250 million years ago. And Cenozoic era starts around 65 million years ago. And this is the recent, that is today. That is Holocene epoch. And Permian extinction occurred during this time around 250 million years ago. Permian extinction. This is the largest extinction of all. And during around 65 million years ago, KT extinction occurred during in between Cretaceous and Tertiary, which is the second largest mass extinction. So by this way, you can remember very easily the geological time scale. So let me sum it up. Phanerozoic eon. There are three eras under Phanerozoic eon: Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic. And under Paleozoic era, there are 6 periods: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, and Permian. Under Mesozoic, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. And under Cenozoic, Tertiary and Quaternary. And in case of epochs, under Tertiary, there are 5 epochs: Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene. And under Quaternary, there are 2 epochs: Pleistocene and Holocene. So that's all for today. Thank you.